Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar Arena, and we have the St Vincent and the Grenadines taking on the Cayman Islands for this third game today.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
Six car rentals. 6 rent a car. Enjoy your vacation and holidays with 6. For special occasions, choose 6. Thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sport and Development, Trinidad and Tobago, I Choose Sports, Sport TT, 6 rent a car, Subway, and Stream Blue and Powerade. Scan the QR code to win various prizes. Prizes include Sport TT notepad, cap, keychain, drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, water bottle, and a microfiber towel. I choose sport t-shirt, a pencil case, and a phone proper.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at the Larry Gomes Stadium here. We have St Vincent and the Grenadines taking on the Cayman Islands, and St Vincent have a strong lineup here. Keyshawn Durant, Bo Hoyt, Kevin Phillips, Gerard Stapleton, Ethan Gums, Malachi Pierre, Jashan Samuel, Carlson York, Kifani Clasp, Jomani Olivier, and Jediah Derrick. And for the Cayman Islands, again, a really strong side. Tahir Telly Zalea, Basil Scott, Stephen Mason Jr., John Mark Thomas, Cooper Nelson, Jamari Reed, Charles Morrison, Rajan Booth, Wilfred Sevilla, Jador McLaughlin, and Cameron Marie. And we're off with first half kickoff. Two very strong teams, some of the strongest in the tournament thus far. And definitely an exciting one. And I am Rennie Best, joined by Joshua Fletcher up here in commentary. And Joshua, I think it's safe to note so far that this is definitely going to be a very physical game.
Yeah, both teams look like they're.
Oh, and a shot taken early, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't a bad effort.
Not a bad effort at all.
It seemed to come from
Wonderful strike.
that shot was a very strong one. Coming in from Charles Morrison, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Not a bad attempt at all. Put a lot of power in it. But Joshua, as you were saying,
Yeah, both teams look like they're physically capable to take the game in their hands.
definitely, I think these players look a lot more physically developed than the likes of those that we've seen before. All still around the same age, but these players just look a bit taller and stronger. And we'll see how that changes this third game here at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar Arima. Game 3 of today's triple header, as it is, the CFU 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. St Vincent and the Grenadines playing in that brilliant yellow, and the Cayman Islands playing in that deep sea blue. Definitely some really strong players out here, as they definitely look to come out with a win. Both teams want to win, but only one can win at the end of the day. So we're definitely in for an exciting game here today.
Picked up by Cayman Islands.
And here's a ball going forward here, and seem to have picked up a foul, so it will go against St Vincent and the Grenadines, and the defender did well to get his body in the way. I think that was
Morrison is on the ball.
Morrison on the ball, and he's going forward, driving forward very strongly. Tries to make a cross, and it is very well defended by St Vincent and the Grenadines.
think Durant was the one who came to that challenge there. The captain. Oh, my apologies, not the captain.
I think it might have been Bo Hoyt.
Bowie Hoyt, yes.
Corner taken. It's an outswinger. Very big players in the box. Is this going to be a shot? And it's a shot on target. Found its way to the striker. And it's eventually cut out by St Vincent and the Grenadines. We see definitely a very physical game here today. And Joshua, I think we'll see a lot of cards here if this game continues at the pace that it is right now. The game is being officiated by Akil Weeks as the referee today. Another out-swinging corner. And is it a goal? Oh no, it's off of the upright. Off of the crossbar, that is. And that was a really good opportunity. And when we see the replay, we'll see how close it actually was. But a very good opportunity early in the game for the Cayman Islands. Yeah, we could see a very strong header and it just barely misses. It's a crossbar. I think if it dipped a little bit more, it would have gone in. Cayman Islands definitely seem to be very dominant in this first half, attacking wise.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. They are looking to be the stronger side, a bit more confident, as well as better structurally, holding their shape.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Joshua. First assistant is Adam Singh. Second assistant, Kiel Howard. Fourth official today is Andrew Samuels. The head coach of St Vincent and the Grenadines is none other than Alfred Grant. And the head coach for the Cayman Islands, Claudio Garcia Ribeiro. I think we're just about to get past that point where both teams are trying to settle the ball, and the Cayman Islands is definitely attempting to create something.
Cayman Islands with the throw.
It's really a poor throw at the end. That is not a foul, says the referee. I think the linesman said differently.
Cayman Islands spreading the ball.
They're doing really well to do that. John Mark Thomas, the number 3 for the Cayman Islands, doing really well in the back there to make sure that they don't concede an early goal. Was some brilliant trickery there from the number 6 Malachi Pear. Well, Joshua has gotten to this point. And that's a brilliant ball played forward. Tries to cut it out, but Cayman Islands defense eventually gets it out. And that's a wild kick, and that's definitely a foul. I don't know what he attempted to do there. Yes, and I think the medics should be called on. I think when we see the replay, that'll definitely be a really bad one. I Don't know what he was attempting to do here. Just swings and kicks the player. Misses the ball completely. I think he's very lucky to get away.
I do think it was intentional.
No, it definitely wasn't intentional, but reckless nonetheless. St Vincent and the Grenadines have been playing together for 4 months. And they only started training for this competition in February. And there are some standout players to pay attention to, Joshua. The likes of Carlson York, Bo Hoyt, Kagane Clasp, and Ferrari Stapleton. Kefani Clasp, sorry. And Gerard Stapleton. This is definitely a brilliant opportunity for all the players to get experience playing in competitions such as this, and the attackers are bearing down on goal, and the goalkeeper did really well to get it out. I thought might have picked it up there. Keeper was very sure of himself, and that's a good turn. This is an opportunity for St Vincent and the Grenadines, and it's a ball at the top of the box, and they just can't seem to capitalize. And a shot comes in early, and it's off of the upright. And he'll be very, very disappointed in himself for not capitalizing on that. Definitely deserved to be a goal.
Not a bad attempt from Jehan Samuel. It's still early doors. A lot to come from this game still.
Yeah, Jehan did really, really well there. I think that's what they call capitalizing on half chances. And he tried his best. It just didn't work out for him in the end, but we'll definitely see more from him going forward in this game. Both teams just honored to be representing their countries in this challenge series. Ball coming forward here for Morris, I believe. Swings in across, and the keeper does really, really well there. That's brilliant goalkeeping, Joshua.
It's not bad goalkeeping at all. Brave, commanding his box. But I believe he just collided with Rajan.
Yeah, I think that's what you call a 50-50. Both players going for the same ball. Goalkeeper got there first.
Silva has the ball. Sylvia, sorry. Cut out by Thomas.
He did really well there. Ball played forward, and that's a brilliant ball. And it's Morrison on the goal, but very tame in the end. I think it was more of a pass than a shot. Ball comes forward again. Definitely the Cayman Islands have been a lot more dominant when going forward than St Vincent and the Grenadines. And that's an early shot, and not a bad effort, to say so myself. I think in those situations you capitalize on those opportunities.
That's a bad ball into the box from Sylvia. Mason Jr. just stepped up, going down the line.
That's a crunching tackle. Still fighting for the ball and eventually called for a foul. See a lot of desire from him. Free kick taken short here to
a great turn.
lovely piece of skill there. Tries to drive forward. He beats the defender. Defender lunges in, swings in across. Does he stand it up? And oh, that was a really good opportunity.
Now that's the captain, Hoyt, I believe. Lovely run by him, confident run. He looks comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Haven't seen much from him, but I think he'll definitely be a threat. Coming down that right-hand side. See, attempts to swing in this corner. Stands it up really nicely. And it's eventually headed out by the Cayman Islands. A brilliant cross, and that's a brilliant ball. I think he's onside. No, just drifted offside a bit. Ball coming in from Carlson York. The number 8 for St Vincent and the Grenadines.
You know, Rennie, from what I'm seeing so far, this can shape up to be a very balanced game. Both teams look strong, holding their structure, comfortable on and off the ball.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Joshua. I think the balance in this game may cause it a stalemate, or it may not, as we've seen early on. And there's a bit of skill from Bo Hoyt again, the captain, and he comes forward and he takes an early shot, and the keeper fumbles it, and it's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net from Jermaine Olivier, and he did really well. I think that's what they call a poacher's goal.
Yeah, he was just looking around, and he took advantage of the goal. Great goal, have to say.
Well, Bo Hoyt did really, really well there. A very quick player, very quick on that right-hand side, and I think he'll be a lot of trouble today if no one picks him up. This is the second time in less than a minute that he has put defenders on their backside and driven into the box and been able to pick out one of his other players. Joshua, if you've learned anything from the other games that were before this, is that when the goals start, they really start flowing.
The thing about it is Cayman Islands playing 3 in the back. So as soon as he beats the left wing back, you know, it leaves the back line a bit exposed, whereas the left centre back kind of has to shift out of place to cover that extra space. Whereas one of the midfielders need to drop deeper just to you know, bring that defensive line to a more balanced position.
Yeah, you're very right, Joshua. I think this might be the first cooling break. Temperatures aren't as harsh as they were in the early 2 games. Still, nonetheless, here we prioritize the well-being of these young players. Very bright futures ahead of them. Cayman Islands just receiving some instructions from their coach. And going forward, they are 1-0 down. And he knows they can do a lot better.
Well, they have a lot of time left in the game to, you know, get a handle on it. It's not out of their reach just yet.
So we have St Vincent and the Grenadines here with a throw-in.
Here we have Oliveri again. Beats one player and it's blocked.
Not a bad attempt.
Not a bad attempt at all. Crucial block by Mason Jr. there.
And Jermaine Olivier seems to be beaming with confidence now after getting that all-important goal. You
Nelson picks up the ball in the middle.
can see them here, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, even though they did not look like they had all this attacking prowess in the beginning, first 10 minutes of the game. St. Vincent and the Grenadines definitely have turned it around on the head. That's a brilliant ball forward, and who else other than this tricky captain, Bo Hoyt, and he takes a shot, and it's not a bad attempt at all. Probably would have done a lot better squaring it turn up and up to one of his comrades who was bursting into the box.
Morrison keeps it in play. Gives it off to Rajan.
Morrison does really well there. Rajan trying a bit of trickery, and he eventually crosses it, and it's not a bad ball, and the keeper comes all the way out, and well, definitely had to get it right there.
Not a bad challenge from Tahir.
Here we see Rajan just making a cross. It's more of a swipe, really. And here comes in another cross, and I think this one will be out of bounds. Yes, it is. So the game kicks back over to here. Goalkeeper for the Cayman Islands. Ball just bubbling around here in the midfield. And here's Rashawn on the ball again. Very strong player, and that's a very wild tackle, and that will be a free kick. Might be a card as well. Yes, it is, and I think that is the first card of the game. Ethan Gums, perpetrator, conceding a very poor free kick right around the box. Very dangerous area, and if you know anything, it's that the Cayman Islands definitely has the talent in the team to take free kicks from this area. Referee blows to commence a free kick. He takes it low, and and it's just shy of the upright. Not a bad attempt at all. He did really well to keep it though. He did really, really well to keep that low. Just missed the target, but not by much. Oh no, and keeper is off of his line, and I think that was a really good opportunity to chip him, but St. Vincent and the Grenadines thought differently. And again, we see Bo Hoyt, the captain, leading by example, urging his troops forward as they have a corner right now. That makes it to the far post, but in the end, it didn't trouble anyone much, not the goalkeeper. Kishon. Durant.
Nelson picks up the ball. Samuel has it now. Spreads it to Hoyt. Is a bit out of his reach.
So here we have Tahir with the goal kick, plays it into the midfield. A lot of no-nonsense refereeing here at the Larry Gomes Stadium from Akil Weeks. Very well-known referee here. That finds its way into the box, and definitely don't want somebody like Olivier to get on the back of that. And here comes Morris. Plays it in midfield. It's picked up, and that's a tackle and a half. I'll say so myself. Tackles just seem to be flying everywhere and anywhere, Joshua.
Yeah, I have to say so. It's a very physical game today. Both teams want the win. Cayman Islands trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a really, really important challenge, and St Vincent and the Grenadines trying to come forward here, but they're ultimately cut out by the Cayman Islands. This is swung in, and the goalkeeper wraps that up all day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, a lot is taking place. This is probably one of the most physical games that we've seen thus far. St Vincent and the Grenadines not starting off that strong, but they got the most important thing, which is a goal. They currently lead the Cayman Islands 1-0 here in Trinidad and Tobago. A cross comes in from St Vincent and the Grenadines. It's picked up, but ultimately the referee calls for a foul. I didn't really see it in the build-up, but referee knows best. Oh, and that's a poor challenge, and I think he gets a card for that. That's a yellow card. And it's a very wild challenge. Here we see on the replay. Oh no, that could have gone very badly. I think he just barely gets away from getting a red card. We've seen red cards given for a lot less. Perpetrator of that was Cameron Murray. Very, very strong midfielder.
Jesse Hoyt comes to the left side now, looking to cause havoc on that side. But he's going up against Mason Jr.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a really nice matchup to see. Two very pacey players. Both very tricky. But the ball comes forward here. At this point, it looks like St Vincent and the Grenadines are just kicking up the ball. And here's the ball coming forward with the Cayman Islands. And the goalkeeper gets to that first. They just need to settle it down a bit. Playing a bit too rash. It wasn't a bad build-up play at all, but just a bit too much on that pass there from...
Not a bad attempt at all.
Not a bad attempt.
I think Cayman Islands really need to calm down a bit. Not bad ideas, but the execution they need to work on a bit.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there, Joshua. Not doing too bad at all. I think may have just gotten some nerves there with that, conceding that early goal. But as long as they settle in this game, I think we can expect a lot more goals, and that's some brilliant strength from Morrison, sorry. But he conceded a foul. There may have been some pulling there, but couldn't really see it too much from up in commentary.
Yeah, it has been a battle between Morrison and Pear.
Yeah, Pear has done really well. That's a brilliant ball to... That seems like a handball, but I don't know if the referee will call it.
St Vincent and the Grenadines with a throw. Comes to Samuel.
Ball is played up, and who's going to get to that first? Definitely the Cayman Islands. And we see Bo Hoyt just attempting to keep that in, but he fails. And Morrison picks up the ball again. Morrison has been playing really well on this right-hand side for the Cayman Islands. He may not look it, but he is quite nimble. The number 6 for the Cayman Islands, Charles Morrison. Throw-in taken. Will it come back to Mason Jr.? It does. He gets to that, makes a pass. Comes inside again. Back to Mason Jr. And now he has to face up against Bo Hoy, the captain, who does really well and manages to keep possession. It's a throw-in for St Vincent and the Grenadines. Morrison again on the ball. Does manage to get a throw-in. Well, Joshua, first half is almost complete. What are your thoughts thus far?
I think the St Vincent goal was quite unfortunate. The two teams are very balanced. They both had chances, but I think the Cayman Islands just need to be a bit more clinical in front goal, take their time, try not to rush the football too much, work on their off the ball movements. When they're going forward, try to capitalize on the outside, on the wingers, which seems to be working for them actually.
Yeah, well, free kick coming in here from John Mark Thomas. Comes a bit short. Does anyone pick it up? Yes, they pick it up, but it's back with St Vincent, and they are coming forward in a flurry. Here it is on the dribble, the number 8, Carlson York, but he does win a free kick in the end. Haven't seen much from him in this first half, but definitely one of those players to watch.
Yeah, the St Vincent and Grenadines team is full of talent. A lot of pacey players, a lot of skillful individual talents. As Samuel is over the ball.
Can Samuel pick out somebody here? Takes the ball, and it's flicked in behind by the Cayman Islands defender. I don't think that's what he intended to do. That's a very dangerous thing, but works out in the end. Gets back to the keeper. And here we have some strong play from Bo Hoyt, but ultimately he concedes the foul. And that seems to be a handball, but
that is a handball.
Referee says play on. Not sure how. Here's the ball coming forward, and that's not a bad pass at all.
Just lacked a bit of power.
Yeah, it does get to the winger eventually, and it's ultimately cut out. I don't know how the referee didn't call that for a handball, but maybe they saw differently. And this is the counter attack from St Vincent and the Grenadines, and who else other than Bo Hoyt on this wing here, easily to cut in, and he takes a shot. Thought he was going for a pass there. Wasn't a bad attempt, you know, Joshua.
No, if it's one thing he's good at is making space for himself and taking a shot. As soon as he drops a shoulder and goes on his right.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a bad attempt, but maybe making a pass would have been a better thing to do in that situation. Again, we see this number 4 for St Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah, Cooper Nelson, he's commanding the midfield in the CDM role.
Seems to be conceding a lot of handballs.
As we can see, the Cayman Islands has just switched that back 4.
I think they needed to do that. We have 2 minutes extra in this first half here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where St Vincent and the Grenadines take on the Cayman Islands. St Vincent and the Grenadines having 1 goal up over the Cayman Islands right now. The Cayman Islands started off really strongly. Here comes the free kick. It's a well taken ball. Keeper wraps that up all day. Not a bad attempt. I think might have just been Cameron Marie, if I'm not mistaken. What a really good opportunity in the first half. It is Cameron Marie. Oh, and slips there and just gives it away. It does happen. Well, Joshua, can't see that. The sun is still shining, but it's definitely not as hot as it was earlier. First 2 games. Thinks this gives players an advantage.
Yeah, it's lovely atmosphere to play football now. The sun is now setting a bit. Easier temperatures to play in.
He just misses out on the ball there. Swings in across. I think that's his boot going flying as well into the top of the box. It was his boot flying off there in attempting to make that cross. Very strange thing. And here's an opportunity bearing down on goal. Beats the keeper. And what a brilliant finish that is. What a brilliant finish that is from the captain, Bo Hoyt. And I'll tell you what, opportunities may come far and thin, but that is definitely how you capitalize on it. I don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking. Coming out in no man's land, he was chipped, and eventually Bo Hoyt, all he had to do was tap it into the goal.
Great goal from Bo Hoyt. From St Vincent and Grenadines captain. Great goal, great execution, beating the player, beating the keeper, and simply putting it in the back of the net.
And here he is again on the replay. Beats the keeper by the bounce and simply just taps it in. Great composure. You know, a lot of great players actually miss that. That shows how mature these players are for their age. And that was well taken, I think. Bo Hoyt has definitely done really well in this first half, as that is the end of that first half here at Larry Gomes Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago. St Vincent and the Grenadines did not look as promising in the first 5 minutes, but they definitely capitalized on their opportunities, and they have now a 2-0 lead through the likes of the captain Bo Hoyt and Jermaine Olivier. Did really well to capitalize on their opportunities, as the Cayman Islands started out very, very strong out the gate. It actually looked like it was going in their favor in the first couple of minutes, but that's the way the game of football is. Joshua, what are your thoughts thus far?
You know, the way tables turn, that is the sport of football. But we still have 35 minutes to play. Cayman Islands can still get something out of it, because I don't believe this team lacking any quality. I think they're just not taking the opportunities. They needed to shift tactics in terms of moving from a back 3 to a back 4. But I think the keeper kind of, came out a bit too early and kind of left his team a bit open, causing the goal. Other than that, I think they are doing well. They are very assertive in the midfield. I think they need to get their strike in the game a bit more and just try to be a bit more clinical in front of the post going forward in the game.
Definitely do agree with you there, Joshua. And it was a really good first half. St Vincent and the Grenadines doing really well there. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned as we bring to you second half action here at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar. St Vincent and the Grenadines 2, the Cayman Islands 0. We have some highlights from today's third game. St Vincent and the Grenadines, that is, taking on the Cayman Islands. St Vincent and the Grenadines currently lead 2-0 here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Two very good goals, both coming through the likes of Bo Hoyt, who had a hand to play in both of those goals. Bo Hoyt and Jermaine Olivier, as we look to kick off second half here at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Malabar Arima. Definitely an exciting first half, and we expect an even better second half. I'm Rene Best, joined by Joshua Fletcher up in commentary. Joshua, what are your thoughts on how the second half could shape up? What do you expect?
I think Cayman Islands just need to be a bit more aggressive and a bit more structured in the back. A bit more clinical on top. Rajan needs to be a bit more clinical, getting a few more shots at goal. The wingers have been doing a good job with the likes of Morrison, as well as Sylvia, as well as the CDM. The midfield has been holding up well. They're keeping their structure, but if they keep playing how they're playing, they could get something going as long as they get their striker involved.
Yeah, definitely do agree with you there, Joshua. As we get ready to kick off second half here in the CFU 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series, where St Vincent and the Grenadines take on the Cayman Islands, and we have a couple substitutions for Cayman Islands. On the touchline we see Levi Jack and Seth Ebanks, who will enter the fray. Levi coming on for Basil Scott. And Seth coming on for, well, I think there's also been another change. Seems as though the Cayman Islands have switched their goalkeeper. Tahir has been substituted, and he's been substituted for King Caleb Eden. It's very good to get some fresh legs into the game, don't you say, Joshua?
Yeah, fresh legs, new perspective. Let's see how these substitutes add to this team going forward here. They do have a bit of a mountain to climb.
Yeah, definitely. And you see the strength from Rajan here as they seek to come forward. And that's a brilliant ball played forward. And it's a well-taken opportunity, but it amounts to nothing in the end. But it's still in and around the box. That's a shot taken, and it's pretty wild. And at the end of the day, St Vincent and the Grenadines do really well, and they have conceded a foul here. Don't know what the referee's seen. I thought it was a bit of a shoulder to shoulder, but referee knows best. Referee Akil Weeks. And we have Levi Jack taking this free kick.
Levi Jack over the ball, just waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. Here we go.
I think he goes for goal here. It's not a bad attempt. Really, it wasn't a bad attempt at all. Didn't trouble the keeper much. Probably didn't have the amount of power that he so desired. But things are definitely looking a lot better for the Cayman Islands here in this second half. Throwing Levi Jack on the ball, a little bit of skill there. Does really well, but eventually gets it out, and I think that goes out for a through. You have Jahari Reed taking the throw. He'll also take the other one. So we have Rajon. Really strong. Very, very big player for an under-14 tournament.
Yeah, he's a great target to have in the box.
Really good, strong play here, and we see the captain is off on his bike here going forward. What does he do? He takes a shot, it bubbles, and it's out for a corner. Not a bad attempt from Bo Hoyt. Definitely one of those players that very scary when he's running towards goal. Brilliant through ball. Swings in the corner, hits the defender more than anything. Shot is taken, but really a poor one in the end. That's a handball there. Referee blows for a penalty, and it is a penalty at the end of the day. I do think it's a really harsh decision. Actually, no, after watching the replay there, I think the defender could have done a lot better.
And Samuel stands over the ball.
Well, can they get a 3-0 cushion here? He has shown a lot of composure in and around the box. Does he have the composure in the box? And he definitely does. And what a well-taken penalty that is. And they all point to the corner flag as they celebrate as a team. And that is the Jude Bellingham celebration. And what a player Samuels has been. Jishan Samuels. What a well-taken penalty, Joshua.
Yeah, well-taken penalty. The keeper could not reach it at all. He didn't even bother to dive.
Yeah, very well-taken penalty. I don't think keeper was prepared.
You know, I must say, with the 4 penalties we have seen today, all of them was very well executed.
Yes, definitely. I do think it's something that teams seem to practice a lot, seeing as penalties seem to be given quite regularly in football nowadays. It's very important that you practice them. Here we have Reed. Plays the ball forward to Murray. Murray does well to shield the ball. Wins a foul. Does really well there. Here we have Reed. No, it's not Reed taking the free kick actually. It's John Mark Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no. It's Jador McLaughlin taking the free kick. Not a bad attempt. And Deshaun is on the goal. It bubbles, and it's well cleared out after. All the way to the subs bench, actually. Not a bad attempt there. Well, the Cayman Islands here definitely have an uphill battle. 3-0 down to St Vincent and the Grenadines. Not too sure who was really the favorite here, as both teams seemed quite balanced in the beginning. But St Vincent and the Grenadines have taken all of their opportunities. That's well cleared. It's definitely in a dangerous position. Number 4 for the Cayman Islands, Cooper Nelson, did really well there. Another throw-in for St Vincent and the Grenadines. Gerard Stapleton takes it. Comes all the way back to the number 8. Carlson York, who misses out and loses it. Makes it all the way back to the centre back. We have Kafani Clasp. Doing well, trying to keep the ball. It does go out for a throw-in. And it's a St Vincent and the Grenadines throw-in. And it makes its way into the box. But it's wouldn't trouble anyone else, especially the likes of King Caleb Eden, the substitute goalkeeper for Cayman Islands. And that's a shot taken from distance.
Still believe Cayman Islands have a lot of time on the clock to get back into this game. It's not too far from them yet.
Well, all they can do is fight for it now.
They need to run at that defense.
They definitely do have a lot of time left. Have around 27 minutes left to try to make a difference here. That's a throw-in taken by Reed, who has the opportunity to take another throw-in. Seems to be able to get these balls in dangerous areas with these throws. And we see have a player on the deck with holding his face, and referee should blow that, but he plays on. There's a shot going to come from distance. Does well to keep it. And it amounts to nothing in the end. We still have a player down on the deck, and the referee will have to blow the game. Might have picked up a little hit in the face. But I think it was off the ball, so the referee didn't pay much attention to it. I think Marie would be kicking himself. He should have scored there. Had a really good opportunity. At that point, goalkeeper is blinded. You just need to put it on target. So we have Sean Durant, goalkeeper for the St Vincent and the Grenadines on the 14 team, taking this kick that they were awarded for a foul in the box. A really good kick for a young player, really good goalkeeper. Picks up the ball here, plays it forward, doesn't amount to anything right then and there. But we see that Cayman Islands are becoming more and more dangerous as they go forward.
You should look for the opposite end.
And this is that's a foul. And Reed did really well there. Jahari Reed did really well to win a foul, and that's a very dangerous area. And I think Levi Jack is going to take it. The last free kick he had around this area went straight to the goalkeeper. Let's see if he learned from his mistake.
Yeah, great run from Reed, but he should have looked across to see that Seth Ebanks was free on the opposite end of the box.
Yeah, you're very right there, Joshua. Now, does Levi Jack make a pass or go for goal? Goes for goal, and it's high and really does not threaten the goalkeeper at all. That's his second wasted opportunity from Levi Jackson's coming on as a substitute in the second half for the Cayman Islands. But he definitely is a very talented player, a very talented midfielder. Just needs to compose himself a bit more. A bit in these situations, and the ball goes all the way back, and the keeper misses it, and oh no, it is 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. Substitute goalkeeper King Caleb Eden makes a terrible mistake, and here's the celebration, the Phil Foden celebration. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a goal by Kefani Clasp, if we're not mistaken, and it's a really well taken opportunity. The goalkeeper, I don't know what he was thinking there. You have to make some sort of connection there. And he's just cost his team a goal, and coming on as a substitute goalkeeper is never easy. But it just seems to be getting worse and worse for the Cayman Islands right now.
The thing about it, these are all avoidable goals, you know, but they just need to sharpen up in the back, make better decisions.
That's a nice throw in, makes it way into the box, but it amounts to very little as it's cleared away and all the way back with the Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands started so well in the beginning of this game, but after conceding some quick goals, they dropped off a bit, and it seems as though St Vincent and the Grenadines are looking to make some more substitutions. We see two players on the sidelines. Looks like Reggie Barber is looking to come on and make his stamp here today. And he is also going to be joined by JL Forbes. And we have a corner being taken by the Cayman Islands. Can they capitalize it? They do have some very tall players in the box. I think it's Murray to take the corner. Out swinger finds his way to Rajon, and it does bubble up and doesn't go anywhere, and it's still in a very dangerous area. That's very strong play, and he does brilliantly. And oh no, that was a really good opportunity for Rajon. And now, this is not the man you want to be face to face with on a counter attack. The likes of Bo Hoyt, the captain of the St Vincent team, and he is marshaled out pretty brilliantly from the Cayman Islands defender. I think it was McLaughlin who ushered them out there.
Yeah, great defending by McLaughlin. He had to really know what he was doing there, as Bo Hoyt, as we know, is a very nippy player. So once he has space, he will take off.
We have another goalkeeper substitution for St Vincent and the Grenadines, as I believe it's Sean Johnson coming on for Keyshawn Durant. We have some more substitutes for the Cayman Islands as well. Aidan Gould and Jashawn Cousins seeking to make way. Not make way, but make their way onto the pitch. Two very strong and pacey players, replacing the likes of John Mark Thomas, sorry. Oh, and Murray miscontrols that there. So, Joshua, I think I've seen a lot of goalkeeper substitutes in this tournament so far.
Yeah, which is very strange to me. I really don't know the reasons to why those substitutions are
Oh, and
being
this is
made.
another opportunity here for Bo Hoyt, and it's ultimately blocked by the goalkeeper. Did really well there. And here's Reed, and Reed just walks out of play with the ball. And here we see on the replay, Hoyt did really well. The goalkeeper just did better. And here we have Rajon again, plays it out wide.
You can see another end of the pitch. Seth is basically begging for the ball on the wing. And he now, no, still doesn't has it.
Yeah, he doesn't get the ball there and trying to make something of themselves here. And that's a brilliant cross and goalkeeper gobbles that up.
I think he stepped out of bounds there, innit?
I do think so myself, Joshua, but again, don't have VAR here at the CFU Under 14 Boys Tournament. I wonder when we'll be getting the VAR, Joshua.
Can't say.
And again, another opportunity, and St Vincent and the Grenadines don't seem to be satisfied with the scoreline. They want to continue to get more goals, and that's a very important trait, even as a young player. I think we have another cooling break here. And it's actually very cool here in Malabar right now. Can't speak for anywhere else in Trinidad and Tobago. But the sun seems to have begun setting. This is very cool, very breezy here in Malabar as both teams attempt to make something of themselves here, making sure that the referees and players are all well hydrated, the ball boys and even the medical staff. See St Vincent and the Grenadines receiving some instructions from their coaches. I think they done really well here today. They didn't start too hot. I did honestly believe that the Cayman Islands were going to get the best of them, but ultimately in the end, St Vincent and the Grenadines have managed to capitalize on some of the most important opportunities that they've received this game and, well, found themselves 4-0 up here in this match. We have Jared Stapleton with the throw-in all the way to the new substitute who has a bit of trickery and manages to get around it. The substitute, Reggie Barber, did really well to get around the defender there. I don't know how he did it. He's a very small and nimble player. Here's Marie, very composed midfielder. Does really well in that CDM role. And that's a foul. Linesman saw it before the referee and they take it very quickly. And here we have a substitute on. I think it's Seth. And what a brilliant cross that is. And it's just off the upright. And I don't know how that didn't curl in, Joshua.
I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but it would have been a wonderful goal if it went in.
Well, Seth alone knows. Seth Ebanks, and here we see it again on the replay. And I think it was definitely a cross, but got really lucky there, the goalkeeper. This is also the substitute goalkeeper, Sean Johnson. Here we have some brilliant build-up play from St Vincent and the Grenadines. We have a player on the deck and seems to be flailing in pain. Not too sure why, not too sure what happened. Again, we've seen a lot of off-the-ball injuries. Not too sure if we see those in replays. And it looks like St Vincent and the Grenadines may be making another substitute. I think it's cramp, and well, in the conditions that we've seen today, cramp is expected, Joshua.
Yeah, the place has been quite hot. A bit of how I might say uncomfortable temperatures to play in at times. But nevertheless, the St Vincent team still came out with 4 goals so far.
And unfortunately, that player that was down was the captain, Bo Hoyt. Coming down with some cramp. And he might well be substituted. That might be the end of his game. He was a very, very good player. So we have the likes of Keith Pierre coming on and Gerard Stapleton coming off for St Vincent and the Grenadines. And Jaden Compton coming on for the likes of Bo Hoyt, the skipper of St Vincent and the Grenadines, who managed to get a goal. Maybe the assist counted for him as well, but he has picked up a bit of an injury here, maybe some cramp, and we hope it's not too bad so that he can continue this tournament. But he's been a really bright spark today, and sometimes that is how the game goes. But we wish him all the best and hope it's nothing too serious. Game goes on the way. Here we have Rajon. Just can't seem to sort his feet out. Hasn't really been his game. Ball played forward here. Cut out brilliantly by the defender. I think that's clasp there, showing a bit of trickery. The number 10 for St Vincent and the Grenadines. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, it is. It is a goal kick for Cayman Islands, who can't seem to sort themselves out here with 10 minutes remaining in this second half. Here's another one of the substitutes. Aidan Gould. Very strong number 8, and he picks up the ball, but picked up a yellow card in the process and conceded a foul. Joshua, do you think this game will end with the Cayman Islands not scoring a goal?
Can't say right now. Cayman Islands have enough quality and talent on that team to at least get 1 or 2 back. But the time winds down.
I do agree with you. And that's a brilliantly taken ball. And here's clasp, and he just couldn't get it out from under his feet. Not a bad effort at all. That was a brilliant ball from, I believe it was Carlson York, if I'm not mistaken. Cayman Islands seem to be conceding a lot of corners. Defenders just not too sure where to clear the ball. Probably having a bit of communication issues. Some things that should be taught at this level is telling your partner man on so that he knows where's the safe area and where's not. The ball is up, bubbling up in the box, and the Cayman Islands managed to get it out. And here they are on the counter-attack with the likes of Cameron Murray driving forward. And he couldn't get too far. Didn't have the necessary support.
Yeah, just lack of options. Nobody's really running with him. He needs to have options to the side of him just to pass off the ball when he sucks in that pressure.
Yeah, I think you're right. He drew about 4 or 5 players in the process. Here's Rajon. That's a crunching tackle, a Brexit tackle if I've ever seen one. I think that's another throw-in. No, actually, it's a corner for the Cayman Islands. Going to be taken by Aidan Gould. Now, can he put this in a dangerous area? I think he should aim for the top of the box as the 2 free players. That's a really poor ball, but yeah, it's well defended by St Vincent and the Grenadines, and as they drive forward, that is cut out by Murray once again. Here's Levi Jack. What can he create? Here's Morrison. But out to Seth. And what? That's some lovely 1-2s. And I think it's another... No, it's a goal kick. I thought that was a corner. It is a goal kick. Referee confirms. Lovely 1-2 plays from the substitutes for the Cayman Islands. The likes of Deshaun Cousins, Levi Jack, and Seth Ebanks. Here we have some more substitutes looking to make their way on. You can see Kaelan Forshaw for the Cayman Islands and Nashawn Fergus for St Vincent and the Grenadines. Replaced will be Jador McLaughlin. And Jashan Samuels. Actually, no, it wasn't Samuel. I think that was Ethan Gums. That's a wild pass there and a high foot. Cayman Islands attempting to create something and don't think Morrison gets to that, and that's a strong challenge. Does really well there, but ball rolls out for a throw-in for the St Vincent and the Grenadines team. Going to be taken by Sean Fergus, his first interaction for the game. Shot taken from distance, and it was a wild one at the end of the day. Didn't get the contact or the area of the ball that he wanted to.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate attempt. But at least they're trying to get something going here, coming down to the dines of the game.
Yes, well, in a little bit, we'll see how much extra time there is. I don't think it'll be much. And here is Clasp running with the ball. Tries to make a pass and fails in the end. Here's Seth, and what a brilliant flick that is. All the way here for Morrison. Can Morrison create something here? And that's a brilliant challenge, actually. A well-timed tackle, if I've ever seen one myself. Did really well there, Joshua.
Yeah, brilliant defending from the St. Vincent defender. Had to be timely as well.
Definitely. This has really been a physical game, as we said in the beginning. And here's Morrison trying to attempt to get this back. He does retain the ball, and the call goes against him. Not too sure about that, but referee knows best. And the referee does call for the medics to come on. Not really the medics, but physiotherapists. Looks like physiotherapist Ronaldo Franklin. Well, here in the Larry Gomes Stadium, do have some people entering the stadium, the likes of some parents, some fans coming out to support, and this is really a very good initiative for young people in sports. The CFU 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. As there can only be one winner of this tournament, and I mean, all of the youths want to win, and that's a ball played forward, and I think it won't go to anyone dangerous. It's picked up by Eden, substitute goalkeeper for the Cayman Islands. Plays out wide. think Jashawn Cousins is just trying to make something of himself here. Oh, and he kicks the ball out in frustration, and I think he picks up a card. He does pick up a card, and you know, as a player, you do have to control your emotions. I know sometimes calls go against you, but you should never lash out like that. But so far, we have seen some very disciplined teams, some disciplined individuals, as they seek to represent their countries. That's a brilliant header from Reed. Here's Levi Jack. Oh, that's some good bit of skill there from Marie, and trying to do a bit of trickery in some dangerous areas, but if you're confident enough, why not? Here we have Cooper Nelson on the ball. And again, St Vincent and the Grenadines coming back with another counter-attack. Clasp on the ball. And it just misses out on his option for a pass there. And here's Levi Jack. Does well to send the defender. Can he take his opportunity? Pays a pass. And here's Morrison. And it is a consolation goal for the Cayman Islands. Came a bit late, but not a problem at all. A well-worked team goal from them. Morrison has been very dangerous in and around these areas. Levi Jack coming on as a substitute, able to make something. You know, we thought he would take it himself, but made a brilliant pass to Morrison. Took his opportunity really well, and it's a well-taken shot.
Great goal from Morrison, just letting the ball slide across his body to open up more space. Great shot, great finish. Great consolation goal.
Yes, and in a bit we'll see how much extra time we have. Don't expect it to be more than 3 minutes, honestly, but we will see. So here in the Larry Gomes Stadium, we have the leaders of this game so far, St Vincent and the Grenadines with 4, Cayman Islands with 1. Cayman Islands started off very strong in this game. In the first couple of minutes, they looked like they could have been at least 3-0 up. They didn't capitalize on their opportunities, but those were the mistakes that St Vincent and the Grenadines didn't make. They capitalized on each and every opportunity. They're now 4-1 up. Nelson taking a long kick. Here we have Morrison and Seth. And St Vincent just seemed to be panicking a bit here. Not sure how to clear the ball out of the area, because it keeps going back to a Cayman Island player. Nelson again plays that wide, and I don't think Seth gets to that. Well, he does. And that's a cross. But that is out of bounds. Not even the ball boy could catch it.
He had enough time on the ball to you know, at least construct a better cross and try to get something off of it.
He definitely could have done a lot better there. Here's one of the other substitutes for the Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands are turning up now. It's a bit late. Oh no. Oh, and he does really well there. King Caleb Eden, that is. I think he almost tried to grab the ball when it was outside of the box in a panic. Spilled it in the process, but was able to recover really well. And then we have Morrison again bearing down on goal, and can't get to that in the end. Seth here. Oh, and I think that should have been a foul there. Seemed a bit hard, but the referee knows best, and Seth is back up on his feet as They seek to create something here, and here we have. That's a brilliant ball, and that's an own goal. Now, I don't think anybody expected that.
Wow.
I'm a bit stunned, Joshua.
Wow, 2 goals in 3 minutes, not bad at all.
I'm a bit stunned. I thought he was trying to. He did attempt to make a cross, but that is very key. You have to play those balls in those dangerous areas. Here it is again. Morrison again. Defender just trying to clear it and inevitably places it in the back of his own net.
Only if they started to come back a bit earlier, could I get something out of this game.
Yeah, I think they started a bit late. They turned up a bit late here as fatigue started to set in on the St Vincent team. The Cayman Islands have half the deficit here. Done really well, but took a bit long. I think it's quite possible for them to score another goal, you know, Joshua.
Still think there's time?
I think there's enough time for one more. As long as they can build something here. Well, I guess not. Guess not. That's the end of it there, Joshua. Here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, St Vincent and the Grenadines have won this game. The Cayman Islands lost. St Vincent and the Grenadines didn't start off like they wanted to win, but in the end, football does win, and those who want it more do come out on top. And today it was St Vincent and the Grenadines as they won 4-2 over the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands started really well in the first half, but they just could not contend. They could not capitalize on their opportunities, and they started their comeback a bit late, scoring 2 goals in about 2 minutes. But nonetheless, what a brilliant performance from St Vincent and the Grenadines, the likes of Bo Hoyt, Jermaine Olivier, who scored some really important goals. You also have to include Kafani Clasp in those as well. He got a goal as well, and it's been a very good performance. I think, Joshua, in my opinion, the goalkeeper, Bo Hoyt, should be the man of the match.
Yeah, I do think so too. He has been the most dominant player out of all 22 players that was on the field, and even the substitutions. He showed off his skill, his football intelligence. He wasn't afraid to run at defenders, and he took his shots and he scored.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what football's about, capitalizing on those all-important opportunities. And St Vincent and the Grenadines have done really well there. They've done their country proud. The Cayman Islands played really well, and it's important for them to know that as well. They didn't play a bad game at all. They just didn't seem to go their way today. And I think, Joshua, that the man of the match is indeed skipper for St Vincent and the Grenadines, Bo Hoyt, as he's being awarded his hamper and also has the armband placed back on him. Here he is, Bo Hoyt. What a brilliant performance from him, Joshua.
Yeah, brilliant individual performance from him. Great leadership. You know, all captains today from all the winning teams today, I believe all of them got the player of the game.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Joshua.
Excellent leadership all around from all captains today that won.
Yeah, and that's how you lead by example. Putting in man of the match performances day in, day out, as they say. was well awarded for his brilliant performance. It's very unlucky that he picked up that injury during the second half that had to see him being substituted. But as we can see on the live stream, that St Vincent and the Grenadines are out in their numbers to support the youth of tomorrow, the youth of today, and the football players of the future. Congratulations to St Vincent and the Grenadines as they have won this game, and congratulations for the performance that the Cayman Islands even put on. All countries should feel very proud of the performances that they have put on here. Just a couple highlights. The likes of Bo Hoy, the captain, showing a bit of trickery in and around the box, taking his opportunities and skewing some wide, but definitely wasn't shy to take them. It's been a really good day for football here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, Joshua.
Yeah, I have to say so as well. You know, there are a lot of talent in the Caribbean and in the region. I think this Challenge Series tournament, showcases that and allows a lot of talented young men coming up in the international, professional setting, a chance to showcase what they are made of, a chance to get acclimatized to a greater competitive level of football. And I think just going forward, the region, the Caribbean, can produce a lot of quality players.
Definitely, Joshua. I think one thing that is being noticed a lot more these days is that the Caribbean does have a lot of talent in it when it comes to sport. And I think that is something that we as a region must prioritize, ensuring that sport on the whole, not just football, is definitely the means, the tool that we use to give the youth a brighter future, keep them out of trouble, and even give them so many better opportunities for their future.
Indeed.
Both teams performed really well here. All the teams performed really well here today. Win or lose, performances were really good. Some individual brilliance, some team brilliance. As Joshua mentioned before, all of the captains won the man of the match today. And that shows that they take that role very seriously. And this is even a good representation for countries who are seeking to send out youth at the younger levels for younger tournaments, under 13, under 12. Countries definitely possess the talent, and these youth out here today will definitely be the footballers of the future. The Messis, the Ronaldos, the Neymars, the Haalands.
Must say, great showcase of talent all around today.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Joshua. As the teams cool down, as the day cools down here at the Larry Gomes.
Well, folks, scan the QR code to win various prizes from the Sport TT. Prizes include Sport TT notepad, cap, keychain, drawstring, #visit Trinidad bag, water bottle, microfiber towel, as well as a I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone proper. Special thanks to our partners at the Ministry of Sports and Development of Trinidad and Tobago, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, 6 Rent-A-Car, Subway, Stream Blue, and Powerade. 6 Rent-A-Car. Enjoy your vacation and holidays with 6. For special occasions, choose 6. A safe and reliable car renting service. Please get at them.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.